Okay, sorry for the quality of this video, but I'm going to try to go do this anyway. I don't have the perfect background or anything like this, but the cover's not ready yet. But I'll go ahead and show you how this works. So it's fairly simple. All you have to do is click it on, one little click, and that turns it on. Now there is more rotation for the original volume. However, that volume is not hooked up so that we can maintain a controlled volume so that people aren't messing with the volume too much. So it is now set, and this one, so you do the frequency until you hit about 70, and you just go like that, and it'll play the clip from 1941.
Members of the Senate, of the House of Representatives.
And I think it's the it's like 5, 6, 7 minutes.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked.
And it'll keep going through the whole thing. And if you go do it again, it starts over. But the way this works is there is a, if you look at the roller in here, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little cam in there, right? Right. I don't know if I can focus or not. But if you see these, there's two little screws right here. Sorry, it's not really focusing. But there's a switch right here that there's a little bump right there. So when it sees that, it'll trigger that switch. So when it hits about 70, it'll hit that switch, and it'll keep playing. And then if you're all done, you just turn it off, and it makes a nice glow effect when it turns on. So it glows up, and then when you turn it off, it glows down. And that is actually LED. So you can leave this on all day long. You don't have to worry about it. It's using, I know it has this big cord, but it uses almost no electricity. So that's all LED there. And the way this works. So the way this works is we'll go back here. And this is all made to look like it's completely original. I've got a flashlight here. You can kind of see what's going on. There is nothing to see here. So this is all, I got a 80s cord, there's basic brown. I got fittings here. All of this is going to look fairly stock. Even the switches for the wires for that switch are vintage wires. So everything is visually vintage. I reused the original speaker. The original speaker was good. It was dusty, so I cleaned it off. Everything is good there. Now, to get to the modern day electronics, you're going to go to the fourth box here, and under this box, it's magnetic. So this is going to come up, and it pops right off. And here is the mp3 board, and I wish it would. Don't know if it's going to focus. Maybe it needs light. If I can get the flashlight to, will it focus? There we go. Okay, so here's the main board, and there wasn't any good place to put it, but there's a, if you can see it, well, let me put the flashlight back here. So there's a rotary switch right there. If you spin that, it changes the brightness of the LED bulb. So that's a pulse width modulator for the brightness of the lights in the front. So if you want it brighter, you can turn that. If you want it dimmer, you can turn that, and it's that controls that. So this is the main board, and if you need to adjust the volume, if you want it louder or quieter, you're gonna need a what is this, like a P1 screwdriver, and you're going to put it right here. I know this is horrible, but it goes right here. There's a little square right there, this blue box right here. I'm sorry it's not focusing. But that blue box right there is the volume control. Clockwise is going to be louder, counterclockwise is going to be quieter. So there's your main volume right there. This right here is your USB. So here's the cable. I'll give you the cable. This is just a USB. I think it's a mini. Can't remember, but this just plugs in right here, and you're going to hook this up to a computer, and it's going to come up like a memory stick. You don't even have to have it plugged in. You don't. This will this is USB powered, and it'll power the board with USB. So this actually, when you plug this next to your computer or laptop, this actually doesn't have to be plugged in. You can plug it in just with this. So you plug this into your laptop, say, and it's going to come up as like a memory stick. There's going to be 8 files in there. This is originally designed to have 8 different mp3s. There was like there's, if you look real close, these little holes right here are for extra switches. Now I only have one switch connected, which is the one in that corner. So it's originally designed for 8 different mp3 files. So in that menu, there's going to be 00001, 00002, and then it goes 1 through 8. So those are the 8 sound files. So if you want whatever you want to play on this thing, you just set your MP3 file name to 00001, and that is what's going to play. So if you don't like this audio, if you don't like this file clip, you can switch it out to whatever you want. I thought I got it to where you might want it, but who knows? But that's how you access and change the sound file that it plays. But yeah, those are all your options. So this yellow is going to be the speaker wire. You have a plus and minus for the main board, and then this blue wire is going to be your switch that goes down to here. So the way it's electrically hooked up, so this is an extension cord that goes to it's like one of these. It's a little tiny version of this. It's just an AC to DC board, and it goes to 12 volts DC. So then it splits in 2 after it's DC. So half of it, so 12 volts DC goes to the so the first thing it does, okay, so it goes to the cord, it goes to the main power switch, then it goes to the AC to DC adapter. Then once it's 12 volts DC, then it goes to the dimmer, and the dimmer goes to the LEDs in front. The LEDs they're behind that. I put it, there was a hole right here. This was transparent. I said, it makes no sense. That it kind of helps you know that it's on. So that is your power for the lights. And then it goes to so it goes from 12 volts, and then there's a step down. So it goes from 12 volts to 5 volts. And then this thing is ran through the 5 volts. And that's all inside the box. So none of this is all just for show. This is rated for a 4 ohm speaker, and this is a 5 ohm speaker, so we're all good there. But yeah, this should last for a long time. There's nothing to go bad here. And then this, once you're all done, this just unplugs, right? And then the way you line this up, so there's no technically wrong way to do this, but the way I got it to fit the best was these numbers are in alignment like this. So you stick it on there like that, and as you kind of go around the speaker here, and it just kind of zigzags back there. You just kind of square it up, and the magnets hold it pretty good. So it looks pretty legit, and this will all be covered up once that front plate is up. But there you go. You should be good. Let me know if you have any problems. But there you go.